So we have, I'm not sure who we have on. We'll get their names when they come on. But we,
It's like Corrado, Tommy, and Tom.
with Tommy, no, two Toms, a Tommy, a
You got
Tom,
a Tommy and a Tom.
Tommy, Tom, and who?
And Corrado.
A Corrado. Oh, I like that.
I hope I
name.
said that correctly.
I hope you did, because that's a cool name, man.
That is.
So this Friday, if you have a, I don't know if you have a thing for it. This Friday, we're putting the best of both worlds together with it's a foreign journey. It's a foreigner and journey tribute. So it's November 1st, this Friday. Doors open at 7. Tickets are on sale still. Tickets $25 all in, no taxes, no fees. $25. You get what you get. That's it. Free parking, the whole 9 yards. Show starts at 8. Doors open at 7. And I'm excited for this one because we've had a couple journey acts in here that have been really good. I did see some video on these guys, and I really liked them a lot. We just, of course, saw what was supposed to be Foreigner, and we left the show because it was.
Yeah,
it just wasn't good.
I made him stay for 3 songs.
He
boy, it wouldn't have lasted that long or not. So
he forced me.
I did. I had to.
But we'll talk about that with these guys. We get them on. You want to bring them on?
Yeah. Actually,
so we got
promo,
Tom, Tommy, and Corrado.
Yes.
If that is how you
I
pronounce
have
it.
a little promo video.
Oh hell yeah!
And,
Let's see what they
we'll
got.
play that and then bring them in on the other side. So
let's do it.
Foreign Journey is the ultimate tribute to Foreigner and Journey. You're as cold as ice. Bringing you back to all the eras of both Foreigner and Journey's careers. Rocking the biggest hits and fan favorites with a high energy authenticity of two of the world's most iconic bands. Foreign Journey, one of the most popular tribute acts, rock with an incredible high-energy stage show all night long. A show not to be missed.
Nice promo, guys.
Thank you.
Nice. We don't get that from a lot of bands. That's a really nice promo, man.
Very cool.
Real quick. All right. So who's Tommy?
That's me. Hi, guys.
And who's Tom? And then is it Corrado?
Corrado, you got it right. Yeah.
I like that name. That's the first time I've ever heard that name. That's a cool name, man.
That was a popular name, part of Sopranos back in the day. Junior.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. That's right. You got a great name, brother. You got a great name, man.
Thank you. And for some of you car enthusiasts, there used to be a Volkswagen Corrado out there.
Yes. Yeah.
Was that a good Volkswagen though, or was it one of those ones that fell apart?
No, it was a cool one.
Yeah. I have to look that one up, man. I always wanted the Thing. Remember the VW Thing? I always wanted one of those. I don't know why I never bought one.
I want a Carmen Ghia.
The Carmen Ghia,
like
so a buddy of mine had a Carmen Ghia. The problem with the Carmen Ghia was you had his heater in the winter. You basically opened the door on the floorboard. You let the heat from the exhaust pipe in. That's literally how you heated the car. Yeah,
probably worked pretty well.
Yeah, and look,
tiny little things.
You got a little high too.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it's a nice car, brother.
I don't think I would fit in one though, unfortunately. So I haven't got.
But look, gentlemen, welcome. Foreigner and Journey together. Let me ask you, who's the band leaders? And any of you guys the band leader? You kind of do it together.
Well, I manage the band as well as play the drums.
Okay.
And I do the videos and the bookings and pretty much everything else.
Well, let me ask you, why Foreigner Journey?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I've been in so many different bands growing up. I mean, I've been doing this for since I was 9 years old. But to make a long story short, I was sick and tired of doing just, bar gigs and pubs and that kind of thing. And I said, look, what can I put together that, will bring a huge audience that's going to be nothing but hits and really just pack the places. So I said, listen, Foreigner, you can't go wrong with Foreigner, hit after hit after hit. And Journey, same thing.
Yeah.
Right. So you got two huge iconic bands that you can fill like maybe even 4 hours worth of music a night.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then came the task of filling it with, the best musicians I know. And I pretty much tasked, I got the best musicians I know, believe me, in this band. I mean, there's the vocal harmonies, the musicianship, the professionalism in this band. There are no tracks at all in this band, all real and live.
We like that. We like harmonies and no tracks. That's what we live for and die for here. So
that's the big boys. The big boys.
And that's again, that's music where if you don't have the harmonies right and you don't have that lead singer that can hit those notes, I mean, why are you doing it? You know,
Right.
which we said. So we had we had Styx come here and rehearse in the theater for their tour with Foreigner, and when they came in the area, we went to see them. And luckily for us, it was a Sunday, and Styx opened the show because they usually open the show on the Sundays because people don't want to stay.
Right.
And then we had to sit through what was well, he forced me to sit through the first three songs of
I did.
what is not Foreigner and was just not good. And I looked at him, I'm like, can we go home now? I'm like, I do not want to watch this band. I have seen Foreigner tributes that are better than the band running around playing Foreigner right now.
Yeah,
So yeah, so I'm excited to see you guys because if you're doing Journey and you're doing Foreigner, you got to be good. You got to be good at Foreigner. There's no way. Yeah.
Like the band is a very tight. We're all seasoned musicians. We've all been playing, our instruments and singing for over 45, 50 years. You know what I mean? So, and again, it doesn't hurt that we really love the two bands.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
come to see us, you're going to get an authentic Foreigner and Journey show. From the tonality of the guitar to the vocals, to the harmonies, to the show itself. Again, it's a treat. You guys,
I think that's what broke my heart about seeing, Foreigner with Styx was that it just was not Foreigner, man, and it did, and they weren't good. It's almost like they tried to do their own version of Jukebox Hero, and it wasn't good, man. And they had who was the bass player from Dokken?
Jeff Pilson.
Yeah, Jeff Pilson. They had the bass player from Dokken he was the only person in the band we even ever heard of before. So it was that. But let me ask Tom down there. So we got Tommy. Tom, but little bit about you. What do you do in the band, and how long you been doing it, and the whole 9 yards?
I'm pretty much holding the.
Well, you talking to me or Tommy?
He said Tom.
Tom. He's Tom. You're Tommy.
So I play all the keyboard parts. I sing a lot of backup. I sing a couple of leads. I go back to the Greg Raleigh tunes.
Nice.
His Journey. I've been a Journey fan pretty much my entire life since early years, back in young teenager, all the way up to now. It's one of those bands that just caught my ear, especially being a synthesizer player, keyboard, piano player. That was arena rock at its best.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're speaking about Styx, you're speaking about Foreigner, you're speaking about Whitesnake, and all that arena rock stuff. But Journey to me was that pinnacle, right where nobody could really touch them. So for myself, I just gravitated to it. From having being exposed to Escape and Frontiers, those early albums when synthesizers really came prominent, and it moved away from that prog rock into what we call classic rock today. That was a huge, as a young kid back in the day, that was huge.
Yeah, I agree.
And like even Van Halen, even opening up with the song Jump back in the day, having those synthesizers, early 80s, for me was a door just opened up. I love that stuff.
Keyboard and the synthesizer, it was the 80s. I mean, the 80s, you go back to, I remember probably one of the big, of course, I saw Journey several times in the 80s, but I remember Duran Duran was one of those bands, and the synthesizer was tough. And I saw them in Philly at the Spectrum. And man, I'll tell you what, man, they really just if you have a good synthesizer, good keyboard player, man, you can really bring that band together. And unfortunately, some of these bands, they use tracks, and you're not getting the real stuff. They're using these tracks, and I appreciate the fact that you're actually out there actually playing the music.
Yeah, and I take a lot of pride in what I do. I put a lot of work and a lot of effort into getting the sounds, the patches, the playing style. Everything about what I hear is what I try to replicate live.
That's amazing.
I'm not pulling in tracks. So Friday night, you're going to get a full, authentic performance from myself and the rest of the band. We try to capture the essence of those songs. We're talking about tracks. There's a lot of bands who use tracks. Yeah. We're one of the few who don't. And bringing that real, authentic sound and performance to having a band that can perform these two iconic bands. Our singer is absolutely phenomenal. He nailed Steve Perry parts like the back of his hand, and like Lou Gramm and those Foreigner tunes, they're hard to sing. But
yeah, they are.
He makes it look easy. I think I could sing, but I can't sing like that. So it's like one of those things that I enjoy playing. To this day, it's still my go-to band. I mean, it's sounds like an oldies band now, 50 years ago. But honestly, Journey just closed in a 50th anniversary. They had a 50th anniversary tour. They sold over 100 million albums worldwide.
Yeah.
Foreigner, 80 million records sold worldwide. You're speaking about two iconic bands. You're talking almost 200 million albums.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then to 50 years later, almost actually Don't Stop Believing is still the number one most downloaded song in history. Think
Yeah.
about it. That's crazy. There's some million other songs out there, but that particular song, every college campus, every wedding, everybody knows that song.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. The first time I saw Journey was right in the beginning, and they were an opening band. I forget who they opened up for. Before they were Journey,
They
and
opened
then
up for Rolling Stones a few
and then
times.
well, I'll tell you what. I saw them. I think in 1980, maybe 79, open for the Stones, and they got booed off stage at the JFK Stadium. Believe it or not, and because look, I can't. I was excited to see Journey, but you had George Thorogood, the Delaware Destroyers, come on. You had another rock band come on. Then you had a guy come on, start playing a piano, and they were like, "No, no, 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 no. We're ready for the fucking Stones, man." And it wasn't the best booking, I can tell you that.
Well,
But they got three songs out, and that was about the end of it.
well, that
I got to see them a couple years later in Philly again, and it was an amazing show. Amazing show.
well, at that point, what you just referenced was the time that the tide had changed.
Yeah.
It really was. All of a sudden, you had these soaring vocals from like Journey earlier on than Foreigner. Journey started back in 73. They had that typical classic rock. But 81, when they switched over to Jonathan Cain into the synthesizer world, Escape, Frontiers album, even up to Raised on Radio in 1986, it just changed the dynamics of the sound. And Steve Perry's voice, that, like what you said, they did get booed off back then.
Yeah.
Like it was a total, flipping the page of
For
music.
me, I think it was they were just booked in the wrong show. I mean, they were literally in a rock show, and it was Journey. You know what I mean? Journey is something you got to enjoy. You know, that's music that's just it gives you a whole different feeling than seeing the Stones in concert. You know, yeah, it's a band. You bring your girlfriend to see Journey. You know, you bring your boys and a case of beer to go see the Stones. You know, I think that was
They were more prog. They were more like prog rock before
in the beginning. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, pretty jazz oriented. I mean, the first few Journey albums, I can see it was just they were just trying to get that whole progressive jazz rock feel, and then once I believe once Steve Perry came into the picture, they just changed it, totally to a different feel, and that's when they started a little bit more recognition.
I saw Steve Perry also on he did a tour back in the day, a solo tour, and I got to see him as well, which is really good. He was that nobody sings like him, man. He's got that voice, and it's so iconic, and it's a tough thing to emulate. It really is. So you got to have a good singer to really bring it. So
well, we're gonna bring it Friday night.
I can't wait, man. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Honestly, it's hit after hit, like Corrado said. You can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong. It's not like there's not even like a sleeper. Song after song is a hit after hit. It really is. We're gonna have a 2-set night that night with a short intermission, right, Corrado? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And pretty much gonna be a rock show from start to finish.
Awesome. I can't wait. How about you, Tommy? What do you got, brother?
Well, I seen Journey with Van Halen opening for Ronnie Montrose in '78 when the Infinity album came out. And I had heard of Journey, but I had never heard of Van Halen. And I happened to I went myself. It was Easter Sunday night, 1978, the Hempstead Calderon Theater. And I got a front row ticket because I just bought a single. They just happened to have it.
Oh, yeah, that's the best way to go. Yep.
Well, I got to sit right in front where Eddie Van Halen and Neil Schon came out. And I'll never forget Eddie Van Halen looked right at me when he did the Eruption solo, when he pauses. I guess, I had the long hair and I looked like a guitar player. And, I guess you see my mouth hanging open.
See that?
That's probably what it was.
But that was the first album with Steve Perry. And I was hooked right away with those guys. I mean, I didn't know about them before Steve Perry, to be honest. Even though he was in Santana. But after I seen that, I got hooked on Journey. And then, I was in the Hit Factory recording, and Foreigner was in there. And I remember being in the green room, and the songwriter, what's his name? My mind is shot. Who's the songwriter for Foreigner?
Lou Graham.
Graham.
Yeah.
No, Lou Graham's the singer. The other guy.
The guitarist.
Yeah, Mick
That's,
Jones. Mick Jones.
Mick Jones. That's it.
Yeah, he was in the green room, and he was writing lyrics. You know, I was talking to him. You know, and he's a very underrated guitar player. That guy, very underrated.
Well, I think he is to people that don't know guitar, but I think to the people that play guitar, he's up there because he is a pretty damn good guitar player.
Yeah, but you never see him on any of the lists. You know what I mean?
No, but yeah, I agree with you though. I think
Just like Brad Whitford from Aerosmith. He's another guy. He's a fan. He tells a story when he plays the guitar.
yeah.
There's a beginning, you know, climax and an end, and those are the guys. I really have a lot of respect for those guys, and so he was in there and he was writing some lyrics, and he was a very nice guy. Of course, that was a long time ago. I had no idea what I'd be playing in a band like this. I was actually recording all my music in the Hit Factory. They were in there, and the Springsteen was in there too. But he's a cool cat. I think he's one of the best songwriters around. That guy, you know.
Oh, I think it is too. One of the things about Foreigner is the songwriting and the music. I think that's what hit people when you hear songs like Jukebox Hero, for instance. I remember still as a kid, every time you went to the pizza joint, you put money in the jukebox and you played Jukebox Hero because it was the song you had to play, you know. And it was one of those. You know, it's one of those iconic songs, and it brings you back too. So I had to ask you, Corrado, did you put this band together? Correct? You went out looking for everybody.
I was just getting, off of playing in another band, which we did a lot of arena rock stuff and that kind of thing. But, again, it was like hit or miss where we can play. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of these venues, like they wanted the tributes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want either got to be Fleetwood Mac or you got to be, Def Leppard or Van Halen or whatever. And I'm like, well, I want to do something different. And I'm like, I filled in on drums for Tommy's band, and our bass player who's not on right now. His name is Jeff Barrett. And we did a couple of Foreigner tunes, and that just kind of hit me over the head. I go, man, these guys can really do Foreigner amazingly. And I go, I got to get these guys in something that I'm putting together. And that's kind of what I did. I went over to Tommy, and I said, Tommy, would you be interested in doing something like this? And I did the same with Jeff. And I already worked with my singer, Pete Francescan, who's, again, amazing singer. We were working with different keyboard players, and we were referred to Tom Daniel. I was referred to Tom Daniels by a friend of mine. And like I said, the rest was history. It was just magic in the making. I mean, when we got together, just to have, 5 guys that can sing harmonies and can play the tunes flawlessly. And again, like I said, I'm not trying to toot, my own horn or our own horns. But again, we've been playing for so long and we're just so devoted into performing well. It was just a no-brainer. And then once we came out of the woodworks, we even had a good friend of mine, Constantine Maroulis, who I'm sure you guys know.
He played here. He played here with the Rock of Ages. Yep.
Rock of Ages and American Idol. Good friend of mine, I've known him even before, he was in American Idol and all that. But he joined the band for a little stint during COVID, right before we came out. We did a couple of videos, believe it or not, at home using green screen and stuff like that. And we created Buzz. This was back in 2021.
Well,
and,
now doesn't he?
Honestly, I remember seeing.
Yeah, he has his Foreigner tribute out because I know he shot it at me a few times.
He performed with another band that does similar stuff.
That's a just Foreigner band though. I don't think it's doing anything but Foreigner.
But he played a bunch of different acts. So
yeah,
He got it from us. She got the idea from us.
Yeah, well, I like the idea of Foreigner and Journey together. Now, I don't know, Corrado, you guys might know. Has Foreigner and Journey ever toured together?
yes,
They did.
yes, I saw them locally. We're all located in the Long Island area, New York. It was a few years back that they grouped up and they played over here at the Jones Beach.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
Yeah, and they both put on great. I think I've seen Foreigner Journey, I've seen Styx Journey. I've seen Whitesnake Journey. I've seen a couple of great combos.
Journey.
One of the bands that really stood out. That
I
was-
saw Whitesnake Journey. I remember that show. I remember that. That was a really good show. Again, like I said, I've seen Journey 3 or 4 times, and every time, with the exception of one time, they kind of got the boot, but they were always just great. And when they were the headliner, and you got to actually see them as the headliner, they blow this. When you got a group of people there, again, I'll go back. This was JFK Stadium. There was literally like 100,000 people there to see the Stones. You know what I mean? When you go to a small arena and you got 20, 30,000 people there to see Journey, it's a whole different world. And now you're with Journey fans, and you're like me, and you're enjoying Journey with the people that like Journey.
Yep.
And they put on one hell of a show. And it's a shame because I saw them after why can't think of Steve Perry. I keep thinking Steve Perry. I saw them again after Steve Perry left, and I was like, I don't want to see him again. I did not like them. I did not like it. I wasn't a fan.
You know what? But they keep the music alive.
They do, but you know what? Some of these tribute acts that we bring into this theater, I think are better. I really do. I think you're not going to find a Foreigner band. I cannot wait to hear you guys do your Foreigner stuff, because again, we just saw Foreigner with Tommy and the boys, and it was like, again, thank God that Styx opened the show, because I don't know if I would have been probably at the bar for like an hour and a half until Foreigner got off, because it was really that bad. We got through, and Steve was like, "Oh, let's just stay for a couple," because I was going to leave before they even
front
came up.
loaded it with just nothing but hits. Like,
They started with Jukebox Hero.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't start the show with all, but they were trying to get people to stay, I think is what it was, because they knew they were going to leave.
They really did. It was like Jukebox Hero, Hot Blooded, and it was another.
I don't know how you remember that.
Super big hit, and I was like, I don't know what else. I saw it. We're good. I think we can go.
I had time to grab a hot dog, get to the car before the crowd hit, and I was good to go.
Yes.
I was good to get the hell out of that show. But I'm excited because, like I said, I've seen Foreigner tributes that are better than Foreigner. I've seen Journey tributes that are better than the last time I saw Journey without Steve Perry. So, and that's why I'm excited. You guys are putting the two together, and I think the two work good together.
I got a lot of comments here, actually.
Oh, we got some good comments coming in. I'm excited because we've had a couple Journey bands here, and I'm not going to lie, they've both been great. But this is
right when you were mentioning Styx.
Yes, speaking about Styx, Return to Paradise. Those guys are coming back, man. They're great. That's another great band. There's one you should get together with.
We are.
We are actually. They're good friends of ours. Believe
Oh, they're phenomenal. Just good guys, man. And they brought us some of the best bagels we've ever had. So I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Anthony told me about that. Anthony told me about that. That's right.
No, a lot of great comments coming in about you guys, man. That's fantastic.
Ron from
we did 3 shows together with them actually. 2 this, and I think another 2 next year. We're really good friends, and the pairing of Styx and Foreign and Journey really work well.
Yeah, I think so too, because again, they're 3 of the bands that during that era of, again, I'm particular for Styx, not just because they played here and they used they're friends of ours, but because they came from rock and then they found the keyboards, they found the synthesizers, they became this theatrical band, and I like both of the phases and both of the time. Bruce says, "Bring Ray bagels." I agree with Bruce. Look, man,
we do have
I'm originally from New York, all right, and I'm going to tell you, there are no good bagels in New Jersey. I don't care what anybody says. There's no good bagels in New Jersey. We got good pizza, though.
Poppy, sesame.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't even fucking know. They put shit in these bagels down here. I don't even know what the hell they are, man.
we're big everything's eggs.
Yeah, I like the egg.
Plain
I'm a big egg bagel down here, and you're like, "Hey, you got an egg bagel?" They're like, "Yeah, no, but I got this one with poppy seeds
That
on
and
it."
like salt bagels. I haven't had a good salt bagels.
Yeah, good salt bagel. Yep.
Been a long
But
time.
you know what it is too? Yeah, but you guys are in a place that every Jewish guy that I know has always told me when it comes to bagels, it's all about the water.
See, they
know
our order. Here we go.
It's all, and you guys are where the good water is, so it's good. It's good up there. So let me ask you: so how long has this band actually been playing together?
I would say since 2021.
Okay.
Actually, I think Corrado, I think originally we started in 2020.
2019?
It was 2019, guys.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. We called me in 2019, actually, with the idea. I was like, that's a pretty good idea. Yeah, I'm in. So
Now, what'd you do? Did you guys rehearse during COVID?
we got together in the studio right before COVID hit. We probably got together in like February, let's say 2020.
Yeah.
And COVID hit in April, right? So Corrado had the great idea of saying, look, why don't we just start doing videos, and doing these videos and working, and, while we're working on the repertoire, getting down to the set list.
Yeah.
And so forth. So we used our time as productively as possible. And so the other thing too, I got to say this, all right? It's a really good group of guys. And it's the same guys now for 4 years. And that is kind of rare these days to have a group.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep. Stick together, do the thick and the thin, and they're fighting, and a little bit, not a lot of fighting, but just banter to stick together. So I'm really proud of that too. Besides all the, we're talented, but all that. But the other thing is it's a really nice group of guys, and we work together very well. And to me, that says a lot.
That's important. That's important. And you know what? It's funny because we're one of these places where when I bought this place, I wasn't sure exactly what we were going to do with it. We knew we wanted to do music. We tried a little theater stuff. I have a little bit of a Broadway background too. I worked in New York on Broadway for a while, but we realized it's a music venue, and we really started pushing music. And we started with a couple. I think first band in was Quiet Riot. And then we started saying, let's look at some of these tribute acts that are coming in. And one of the people that books for us, Kathy, came in with a couple of tribute. As a matter of fact, one of them was a Foreigner tribute. And it's about the people. You know what I mean? And it's about how not only you treat us, but how we treat you, and how we all are, and we get along. And I'll tell you, one of the Foreigner bands, gave us an issue, and they'll never play here again. I don't know where you. And if anybody calls and says, "Hey, man, you think that Foreigner band?" I tell them, "Yeah, you know what? I'll give you another one. Here's the name." Because and they do. Us venues stick together. We have to nowadays because there's not a lot of us left. There was a time in Jersey when I was a kid. There was a place to see live music at probably at least 15 different places every weekend. You could go and see a band or play. Our bands play because we're all musicians here as well, which helps too because we do. So Steve does sound. I do all the video. That's what I did. I was in the film world. So and then we have one of the best sound guys around. And it's like that's what we're about. And we've all been in bands. We all understand music. We know these bands, so we know the music. We all know the songs. So it's easy to put together a show. And people come out and go, "Holy shit, that was one of the best shows I've ever seen," because we all come together, and we do what we do best, and we put on the best show we possibly can for you. You do that for us, and people leave here going with their mouths open, going, "What the fuck did I just see? That's insane." And we've had that from a lot of people. They're like, "Dude, I've seen." Well, we got the guys coming on next, Land of Oz. This is their fifth time here.
Yeah,
their fifth time playing here, and every time they come, I make sure we give them a different show. So if you go see the Land of Oz anywhere else, you see their banner up behind them, and you see them jumping up and down. You see them here, you see integrated video that goes with the songs. You see their logo move. You see all kinds of stuff that you're not going to see anywhere else. So people come to see them here now more often. Where if you guys don't play a lot of South Jersey, it's a good reason to play here because you'll get that show where now people start coming from Philly and stuff to see Land of Oz and like them because they don't see them like this in Philly. So it's
we're excited. We're excited to get down to play there, and we do a lot of shows, and we go to Connecticut, Boston, Jersey, upstate, pretty much. But the Landis, we've always wanted to play the Landis, and we got the opportunity. We were very excited. I mean, we can see how professional you guys are. I mean, we've seen videos. You got some great audio, phenomenal, video, and I mean, we're really excited. And I think, between the bands and the production value of your theater, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be.
That's why I'm excited because that's what Steve and I always say. It's the bands that you come here and give us what you're good at. We give you what we're good at, and man, we come together, and it's a show, man. It's a show for the days, and I'm excited because again, I love Foreigner. I was very disappointed in Foreigner, not long ago we went to see him, but and then I'm a huge Journey fan, and for you to put, I love too that it's Foreign Journey. I kind of like the concept there. I like that, I like the way you put that together. I think I'm excited, man, and I just want to remind everybody that's tuning in because we get people that tune in live, but we get like literally thousands of people by now and Friday that watch this show that, a lot of people don't watch the podcast live. They like to watch them a little bit later. but let them know that these guys will be here at the Landis this Friday, November 1st. So it's the first show of the new month. Only a couple days before the election, too, man. So we found it a little tough to sell tickets with the world we're in. Bless you, my friend.
Thank you.
You all right? He's
Thank
dying
you.
over there.
I know something just
But
hit me here.
yeah, oh no.
Oh,
So it's November 1st. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. Now, do you guys do Foreigner first, Journey second? What do you?
It's a combo show. It's a combo show with it mixed with each band. So
So you don't play like a Foreigner half and a Journey half. You just kind of mix it all up. Oh, okay.
it's a very cool set.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Finish.
You segue nicely.
You're gonna be definitely waiting for what song is next. Put it
Yes.
that way, right?
Yeah, we had a friend of ours. She's from New York too. And she came down. She's actually the singer for what the hell?
Heart of the Journey.
Heart of the Journey was the name of hers. She did Heart and Journey, and she did Heart first, and then she came out second. Her name's Sean. What the hell's the name of the band she sings with? Fucking Starship. She's the girl now that tours with Starship.
Oh,
But
cool.
when she's not doing the Starship tour, she does her Heart Journey thing, and she did the separate. I like that you're mixing it up. I think that's kind of cool because you're almost giving me that jukebox feeling of some of the best music
I
from
will
that
say
era.
she did come out dressed like Steve Perry. In the
She
second half,
did
though,
come out
so
dressed like Steve
I'll give her
Perry.
that. It would have been hard to do.
The other thing is, too, guys, is like if you have hardcore Journey fans, right? They'd have to sit to a whole Foreigner set to wait until we play the Journey tunes, right? So you give everybody a little taste back and forth, and it works really well.
And I think the Journey fans and the Foreigner fans appreciate that because, again, you're listening to one song and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I forgot that this. That's one of the big things. Journey's another one of those bands where people forget how many songs are Journey songs. Like, oh shit, I forgot that was a Journey song.
Right.
Oh, that's a Journey song. Journey had a lot of, and so did Foreigner. Another one. Foreigner to me though, I kind of always knew, that's a Foreigner song. But Journey was another one of those bands. They had so many hits.
Yeah.
You're like, shit, I totally forgot that was a Journey song. It was like Starship. I saw Starship, and I'll be honest. Look, I love Sean to death. Love the Starship, Mickey, the great guys. But I'm like, I don't want to fucking see Starship. You know what I mean? What? I went to see it, and I'm like, holy shit, dude! I knew every song they sang.
Really?
I'm like, I didn't even realize these were. Yeah, I swear to God, go tell your Alexa to play the best of Starship, and you're going like, this was a Starship song. I'm like, I totally forgot.
Cool.
Yeah, we threw in a couple of surprises for the show, so it's not
nice.
a typical Journey Foreigner tribute list of expected songs.
You could do some Frank Zappa.
So we could go on like Corrado said. We could probably play a 4-hour show if needed.
Oh yeah.
The two bands that you're paying tribute to have the hits to do it. Without a doubt, they literally do. So
Playing all eras.
see, that's
I got
what
a
love.
question from the comments about that.
Go for it.
Here's one from our famous Joe Morrison.
Do you play "Feeling That Way" anytime?
Yes, and I'm on keys and singing those parts. Those are the Greg Raleigh tunes.
Yes, that's great.
Hey, we could do a couple of other Raleigh tunes also, but yeah, those are always hits.
And I like that because a lot of these Journey tributes don't play the early stuff.
Right.
They only play the Steve Perry stuff. Yep. Yeah. See, you won me over with that alone. So thank you, Joe, for that question. Joe's one of our guys here.
He'll be on it.
Yeah, he'll be at the show, and he will tell you whether you say.
Oh, this is right up his alley.
These are two of his favorite bands.
Yeah.
He is the tribute king. He goes to Atlantic City. He goes everywhere to see all these tribute acts, no matter where they're playing, and he will tell you if they're good or not. And he'll tell me when he leaves, he go, "Yeah, don't bring them back," or "Yeah, they're the best." But I'll tell you, I watched your videos. You just seem like great guys off the bat, so I'm excited about this show. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be good.
Likewise.
Any questions? Anything else you got over there?
I don't think so. We got this, just their show card again. Let them
All
know
right, yeah.
what
So
it is.
once again, it's the Foreign Journey. I love the name. Foreign Journey, November 1st. And that is this Friday. Show starts at 8. Doors open at 7. Tickets are on sale. Remember, man, tickets are $25. You're all in. No taxes added, no fees added, none of that bullshit. We got free parking. The bar upstairs is open before the show if you want to come in and have a drink. I don't have my kitchen ready up there yet, but there is plenty of food to eat in this city. Vineland is the biggest city by landmass in the state of New Jersey. And we have, if you like a chain of food, we have every chain from Chipotle to you name it. They're here, but we have a lot of really good like Italian restaurants. It's a very Italian heavy area down here. Some very good Italian food. There's amazing Latino food. We're Latino heavy on the other end of town. If you want Mexican or Puerto Rican food, you're going to get Mexican and Puerto Rican food the way it's made. You know, Dominican too is a great Dominican restaurant down the street. It's amazing that it's actually a really great area, and I'm glad that we decided to make this area what it is, and it's becoming a little bit of a hub. Like I said earlier, I was talking to a gentleman in Israel today who's a big music guy, and he's bringing something to New Jersey that he wanted to bring to New York. And he decided because of the Landis, he's going to go ahead and bring it to Jersey instead. So I'm excited about that.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh, Pat says, I can't wait to see the show. Love both Foreigner and Journey. I know it's going to be a great show, man. I mean, where do you find two bands that come together? You got these kind of hits, I mean, this is going to be a great show. I'm excited, man. I really am. I really am. And I can't wait to meet your singer and see how he pulls it off.
Yeah, you're going to love him.
He's a one of a kind, man. He's an original. He's great.
That's good. Yes. Well, we can't wait. Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for coming on. Safe travels getting here. It's a little bit of a ride. Just take your time. Be careful getting here. And we look forward to seeing you Friday late Friday afternoon to get set up, get ready to make this happen.
We can't wait.
Meet you guys.
See you.
Corrado, Tommy, Tom. It was a pleasure meeting you guys.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Good night, guys.
Again, Foreign Journey this Friday night at the Landis. The only place you're going to see them the way you see a show at the Landis. Show starts at 8, doors open at 7, tickets $25. Don't forget that free parking too. Everywhere. Remember, you can park out front, you can park out back in our lot, you can park in the church lot next door, you can park in the next block over in that full parking lot. There's plenty of places to park, and you're safe. We got police everywhere. It's a good area. It's a nice area to be in. It's definitely an expanding area.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot going on down here and a lot growing, and the city itself with the mayor that we have, which I would hope he's getting reelected because he's an amazing guy. And if anybody from Vineland, you've got to vote for Fanucci. When I tell you Anthony has done not only a great job with this city, but everything I see that he touches turns to gold around here. And they've been really doing a lot between him and everybody that he has with city council that works with him. This is a really good city. And the way it's going is the way it needs to keep going. And I do believe that there shouldn't be anybody even running against him. Anybody should say, "Wow, I could never do a better job than what they're doing right now."
Honestly.
So I don't even know why you would run against him.
That.
Yeah, unless you're somebody that wants to ruin the city, like people want to ruin the country. So, just saying.
There you go.
But we got some.